Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna say from the top, I am very proud of myself because I have been running around all morning doing all kinds of stuff, and there we go there. But sorry about that feedback. But yeah, running around and I thought about making even the video we made this morning at the very last second. So it's a lot of work just getting ready for one of these lives and finding the stories and putting everything together, and then today realizing at the last minute that it's a lot of stuff to talk about. Even besides the big news, there's a lot of other stuff to talk about. Um, and trying to get these stories in order. I think I did a good job getting them in order, so it progresses like a storyline, and then we get to the climax or whatever. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good morning. We're having a good morning so far, and we're gonna have a great cycle. We got a lot of great picks, so don't just think that one is the only one. Um, I see a lot more of you like, hey man, you should talk about some of the other picks and stuff. But we gonna wait on that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like we don't want to talk about everything. But anyway, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, um, welcome to the channel. But no, seriously, to be honest, even with all the stuff going on today, for one, I want to get off streaming time. And even with all the excitement going on, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Everything is not going to be exciting today. I'm going to be honest, but you got to know this stuff. And we're going to talk about some stuff and how stuff is moving in the market. And then we'll get to all the comments, questions, and concerns and all that good stuff. But anyway, right now we got Bitcoin sitting at 71,384. It was at about 71.6, and you see that, if you should be able to see that even on your small screens if you're on your phone. We had a big drop in Bitcoin right there, and I'm going to talk about why that may have happened. Let me see it. What time was that? That was about, yeah, okay. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, though, and then we'll get to the exciting stuff at the end. I'll try to get the dark stuff out of the way and then get to the exciting stuff. But anyway, 71. We were on the 71 area. We've been bouncing between 70,000 and 72 ish or whatever for the longest. Don't know how long that bounce is going to stay that way because of a whole bunch of stuff that's happening in the market, the macro, the stuff we're going to talk about today. It's just a lot of stuff going on. So I don't want to get too excited. We still got to stay focused and pay attention to what we're doing. Anyway, so let's get to it. So as of yesterday, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF just hit 300K Bitcoin held. That's a lot of money. I can just do the calculation. It's a lot of money. That's what we're going to say. I could do the quick calculations, but I got too many other numbers running through my head. But as of yesterday, we had a net inflow of 219 million, a little bit less we've we've been having, but it's all good. It's still a lot of money. We had BlackRock with 351 million, but Grayscale wanted to be petty and they sold 37.6 million. So I've been telling you guys that even though the Grayscale outflows had slowed down a bit, they're still going to have some outflows, coming out, especially as the market goes up, and they're going to take those profits at a certain point as they take the Bitcoin out of the trust and put it in, go to the ETF and conversion or whatever. So yeah, they sold about 40 million worth. So not the hottest thing. Fidelity had 3 million. Bitwise had some outflows of 3 million. That I'm kind of surprised to see that with Bitwise, but not only them, we had ARK with 96.6 million of outflows. To be honest, I read all this earlier, but that last one I didn't even see ARK until just now. Got a lot of outflows, and hopefully I cover all the reasons today. I didn't write any notes, so I just got my stories and the other stuff. I'm a freestyle. Yeah, y'all know how the morning was if you're in the Patreon. It's been a crazy morning, but I should be able to cover everything. But yeah, they had some outflows. So I want to talk about this one too that I didn't see, and I still need to dig on it some more. I mean, not that I care that much, but it kind of matters. But anyway, it says United States investment firm VanEck has raised its 2030 Ethereum investment projection. I believe that was to 22,000, and we talked about that yesterday. But they said their most bullish case, they predict that Ethereum will be 154,000 per Ethereum. Now, as I tell you all the time, now us to watch the channel, if you're in the Patreon, if you've been around a while, they throw out these astronomical price predictions because they always gonna cut it shorter than that. But they gotta throw out these big numbers so it can make people excited, so people can see that as their target goal. Same as I tell you when some of these influencers are saying, "Hey man, this thing is gonna look." I did it this morning, but I really believe that. To be honest. But when you see somebody, an influencer, say something like, this could 100x. Usually it means usually it means it's going 40 to maybe 50x, 60x, or somewhere like that. Not to mention, I keep saying this time around this cycle, we are oversaturated with altcoins and all kinds of stuff. Layer ones, layer twos, doesn't matter. There's a lot of oversaturation. So there's going to be a lot more money flowing into the market. But as I keep bringing up these 2 points, it's not going to be like how people think, because oversaturation means the money has to spread across a number of different projects. And number two, we don't have stimulus checks this cycle, y'all. So, you know, that was I think a lot of people keep skipping over it, that was a main factor of last cycle why there was so much money coming into the market. It's like extra money for people. They were trying to see what they can flip on the side, and whether people, a lot of people, got side hustles, work on the table, all kinds of stuff. So that money was extra money for them. So they were just throwing it into the market, throwing darts at the dartboard, and So anyway, but if it gets near there, really, if it gets over 20,000, that'd be pretty good, because the crypto market is definitely taking over. I always compare it. It's just like when you have the chance to create generational wealth, just like your great grandparents did with the stock market way back in the whenever it was that it started. I should know, but yeah, you got that chance to make generational wealth. So we're gonna take advantage of that opportunity. Now I'm gonna get some of this. I'm gonna get some of this bearish, negative stuff out the way. We got to talk about it. I did not look into this deeply because this morning, once again, y'all know what I was doing this morning. I was it took more than 3 minutes to make that video, by the way. Set up and all that stuff. But anyway, so I did not look into this, but this is something you can look into. I know we don't want to talk about negative stuff, but it is what it is. It says spot gold price tumbled by $20 per ounce as China's PBOC stopped the gold reserves building. Did not look into this. It's something you can look into if you want to, and I'll say that again. China halts gold buying for reserves after 18-month stretch. Whatever kind of combination of those words you want to throw into Google right now and do your own research. Because no, I'm sorry, I did not have a chance to get to it, but it is news. And so a lot of people are speculating like, oh, is this going to be what happens next for Bitcoin? And I'm going to jump ahead of myself a little bit here. And like I say, we have to, I talk to you guys about this all the time. And I've told you on the channel before, if you think you have to control yourself when some of your altcoins are bleeding, trust and believe you have to have just that much more self-control when your altcoins are pumping, and you got to think with a clear mind. I'm saying that not being funny, like I mean that in all seriousness, whether that's right now in the market, but especially later on in the market. You cannot let a euphoria just take over your brain and you lose your mind. Everybody says they're not going to do it. Everybody says it. I'm not going to do that. So I know what I'm doing. I'm like I said, I'm grateful for the 20x, the 10x. So I know what I'm doing. And then you get people that were caught last cycle. Like I said, I was mentioning, I know Cardano and XRP were one of the two of the biggest ones that had these huge price targets that people thought they were going to reach, and they just kept holding out for it, and it never came. And to be honest, and this is what I don't want for people on my channel. How did I get on this? It doesn't matter. This is what I don't want for people on my channel and my Patreon. There were people who literally got in XRP, and they're not a DJing like me. That I'm looking for big X's returns or whatever. And so a lot of people got in be 5, 10, 15 cents or whatever. Some of them didn't really get into like 35 cents, right? So they got in at 35 cents, and they have this huge community behind them, and everybody's telling them, like some of the big communities now, hey, it's going to hit this price target. And I think help me out, y'all. Wasn't one of the main price targets for XRP last cycle, I think, was $18. I know there was like $18, $27, and some other crazy stuff that I won't even mention those numbers. But the main one, I know a lot of people was waiting for $18, right? And some of those people held and held and held and held, and they bought in at 35 cents. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not talking about the all-time high, which was $3 and something dollars, which was 2018 or whatever. I'm talking about last cycle's all-time high. If I'm not mistaken, it was $1.86, or I guess I should have looked this up before I started talking. But y'all get what I'm saying. And so it gave a decently 4.8 to maybe 5x or whatever, but these people kept holding it because they thought it was going to $18, and then it got dumped on. These people literally made zero money last cycle, and some of them were in the cycle very early. Like I tell people, it's no use to me coming in this this early in the cycle and still not making money. We don't want that to happen. It is true that you lose some and you win some, but as much as I can on my side, I'm trying to win as many as we can. I'm not one of those people to try to lie and just fake like, oh, we just all wins over here. Yeah, we got some altcoins bleeding here and there. A lot of them I feel like I still come back. I think only, like I said, like 2 of them that I might have changed my mind on. And then we got some degen stuff that's kind of went down lately, but I think it's coming back because we got whole different narratives going right now. But you win some and you lose some or whatever. But for the most part, we trying to get wins over here. I still think I got one of the best groups, one of the best Patreons. So, what I'm just saying all to say, I don't want to see people miss out. But anyway, I was talking about gold dropping. But anyway, what I've been saying is, I still feel like this month is gonna be sideways. So you gotta monitor your emotions. Be honest, a lot of stuff is looking bullish right now. A lot of stuff is looking bullish right now. But with this whole thing, which the live is based off, that could flip the script. We don't know what's going to happen. And you got to realize that. So you got to be ready for whatever, to be honest. But I feel like along the way, we're going to get some wins. We definitely going to get some wins, even if the rest of the market is going down. Hopefully, we in some stuff that's going to be going up and getting us some wins along the way. But anyway, to cap this off, the gold price is falling, and people are thinking that Bitcoin could follow. I don't know, but you can look into that story. I just went on a real tangent that I was not expecting. But anyway, next story. We got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get through it though, because I want to get out of here and get you guys out of here before the live stream as well. Cool. Excuse me, I should have pulled this up somewhere else. But $1.6 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton is considering launching a crypto fund for institutional investors with exposure to tokens beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum, which means these guys are trying to looks like they're trying to go in on the altcoins as well. So this is I didn't look too much into it, but I mean I got a lot of stuff to get to. You heard what it said. So they're looking to go beyond just Bitcoin and Ethereum, and maybe they're gonna branch off into some altcoins and stuff like that. Crypto's here. They try to make you feel foolish about holding crypto forever, and make you feel silly, but it is what it is. It's here to stay, and a lot of more people are going to be coming into the market. So just thank God that you're early. Hey, thank God that you're early. Now, this one I want to cover because I talked about this yesterday, and I talked about it on my stream. That's actually what my stream was based off yesterday, and I talked about this before the news broke, because sometimes, like, you see stuff um, like this news coming out that Bybit was allowing people to register in China again. And so some people were somewhat saying it, and then other people's like, it's not true. They don't think it's true, whatever. And to be honest, y'all, that's what I think was one benefit of, my investing and being in my group is I actually do research. And sometimes it don't take a lot of research. I saw a lot of people, even people that I respect, saying, "Oh, this is not true. This is it's just made up news or whatever." I was like, all you had to do was go to the Bybit page and look at and see, like, whether it was a restricted country or not. And when I went there yesterday, I saw that mainland China was no longer on the list. So I knew the news was coming, and I just front ran the news. Anyway, they made official announcement. Chinese expats can trade crypto on Bybit. The exchange officially announces. Cryptocurrency exchange Bybit officially announced that Chinese users who live outside of their country can open an account and use the services. The announcement follows reports on Wednesday that Bybit had started allowing registration and authentication of users in China. Cryptocurrency trading platform Bybit officially announced on Thursday that Chinese expats will be able to open accounts and trade digital assets using its service. Bybit is one of the world's top 3 crypto exchanges by volumes. Is pleased to announce that the expansion of services offerings to the overseas Chinese community is coming. Community, the company said in a statement. So, like I said, even with the Robinhood buying the was it Bitstamp and stuff, like, this is definitely we got a lot of time in the cycle. So, like I keep telling you guys, I got so many words in my head again. I keep telling you guys we're early in the cycle, and what you really have to realize, even with altcoins, and I see a lot of people, every narrative like, oh, why is it not moving? Some people don't understand the basics, that the altcoins usually don't run to Bitcoin, get some kind of validation. We get an altcoin season, whatever. They came into the market maybe when meme coins are pumping, and they think it's just supposed to pump the whole time. But I say this to say that even with the altcoins, whether it's layer ones, layer twos, AI, gaming, RWA, whatever the narrative is, they're going to slowly stretch out bullish news over the cycle in order to keep the token continuously pumping. Because what if they just come out with all the exchanges at once? Then, like, where's there to go from there? So just like with this, you're seeing a little bit of the little Chinese news about Bybit, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be full fledged by the time we get to mid cycle, peak of the cycle, whatever. And this is going to be really a thing. This one I talked about in the group yesterday. I'm just quickly go over this one. So it says just in Denmark cuts rates by 0.25% to 3.35% following rate cuts by Canada and Europe. They cut rates by 25.25%, excuse me. And so people are speculating, are we next and stuff? So I was saying that my target for probably first, let me be honest. Let me just completely honest. I guess maybe is kind of like subconsciously what I wanted because I want to accumulate. To be honest, like I said the other day, somebody was like, "We the only group that get mad when the price pumps because we're trying to accumulate." But I was thinking it was going to be after the election or whatever, and then boom, next year we get the cuts. But then I said, probably this fall, and then the earliest could be next month. I've been giving you guys my target that July would be the month for us to start flying or whatever. And so maybe they could cut them next month because there's a lot of people saying like, if they cut rates and we don't cut our rates, like the currency exchange is kind of off balance, at a point. And so we're going to see what happens. It could be next month. We got a lot of stuff lining up that I've already discussed with you guys between debates and different discussions and conferences that are coming up later this month. So we're going to see if they're going to follow suit behind Denmark and Canada in the EU, excuse me. We're going to see what happens. All right, now let's get to the main story. I got some other stuff too. We're going to get to the main story and I'm going to bounce back to some other stuff and then come back. Whatever, just follow the flow. We're going to follow the flow. So GameStop rally sends Roaring Kitty shares to 1 billion. I like the way they wrote that because not actually. But we can get there. I think the target he has to reach is I think it's like $68, somewhere around $70, between $65 and $70 for his options and his shares, whatever, to get to 1 billion and to make him a billionaire. So this is like one of the big. I don't know if y'all noticed. We talked in the group, but maybe if you only watch the channel, I'm telling y'all, this is one of the biggest events of the year. I mean, that's not even just in finances. This is a pretty big event. Y'all see how I upgraded from water to Gatorade? I must feel the money coming. I'm just kidding. But anyway, if I think if it gets around to, I think it's like $67, $68, then he'll become a billionaire. So I mean, they're gonna push this thing. Another short squeeze is coming, just like the short squeeze we had in 2021. Do I really have to go into this too much into this? But I know he did. I think he updated his. Let's see, is that the next thing? Oh, well, let's get to that. So as they always do, GameStop stock GME has been halted after rising 33% on the news that Roaring Kitty has scheduled a live stream. So Robinhood is good for this, and it's crazy. I really thought after they got in that trouble let's not even call that trouble because we know that's all smoke and mirrors because they all working together because they want Robinhood to protect the big dogs or whatever. But I honestly thought, call me naive, I thought it was a chance that after the movie came out, they wouldn't be playing this game again. But no, they still gonna play it. Like people saying, they're gonna protect the big investors and they're gonna let it crap all over us. Once we start making money, they want to change the game. Do I want to get to? Yeah, let me just jump ahead. I'm gonna jump ahead. I might come back to this later. But the same thing I've been saying, like you got all these people to get up in these meetings and they can announce when they're short in the stock. That's the same thing that Roaring Kitty's done. I said on the channel the other day ago, I was like, it's kind of messed up, but they all play the same game. But as they say, it's no fun when the rabbits got the gun. Like he's doing the same thing they do. What's the difference? Because their meeting is more official and they got business suits and ties on. What's the difference? Y'all do the same exact thing. You speak it. You go in front of a group of people. It's the same thing. So they really trying to play the game, man. They don't want to see other people winning, so they halt in the stock or whatever. And I think he did. He saw Roaring Kitty has updated his GameStop position on his Reddit, showing that a total gain of $382 million. His position is now worth $557 million, up 219%. I'm just being petty. Like I'm trying to buy a little bit. I don't even want the gains. I just want to be a part of the movement. Like a lot of people say, just be petty. So anyway, now this is the funny stuff. I told you got a lot of stuff. We're going to get through. We're going to get y'all to the live. But so just in at about, was a little bit last night, Robinhood CEO sold 250,000 shares of Robinhood today. I wonder what he's doing with this. I wonder, is he buying GameStop or what is he doing? Because this is a interesting time to be sharing selling stocks unless he's about to get in some kind of trouble, whatever, for halting the trading. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we can speculate, but we also know that this timing is nothing suspicious about it. Or it is suspicious. We know what's going on. So all of a sudden last night he decided to sell shares, but then boom, here we go again. Now this one I've been saying this. My lady was talking about this too. Like I know everybody's saying Nvidia they got a chokehold on the AI chips and the graphics cards and all that kind of stuff. And it's funny because AMD was doing a lot better for a minute for far as building computers, people building gaming PCs, and even kind of even with video editing. But Nvidia was still more so for video editors. But for like 2 years, AMD's been running the show. And but Nvidia was probably already working on this in the background while they was working on gaming PCs and stuff like that. They've been working on the AI chips. But anyway, so they pretty much got a chokehold on the AI chips. So the stock has been going up. But just like Bitcoin or any other thing, you kind of got to know where the top is kind of in at. And so, I mean, it's shot pretty high. I know people saying, but it's just going to get bigger. It could, but I don't know. But anyway, this in the CEO, Jensen Huang, is to sell 735 million in the stock. So these guys know what time it is. It's ran. That's why I keep telling you guys, even when you get in stuff, you can't be too greedy. You got to realize at some point, it's ran a lot and the top is almost in and all that kind of good stuff. You gotta have some sense. That's all I can really say. And like I keep saying, I'm gonna say it one more time for y'all. Please remember this. If you think you have to have self-control and you think you have to monitor your emotions when you see an altcoin that you may be holding falling 30 or 50%, and you're like, I'm losing money, it's going to be much harder to have self-control when your portfolio starts skyrocketing. So you must believe that. You got to understand that for real. So anyway, he knows what time it is, even though, so they're going to sell these stocks. But at the same time, I'm like, this is a crazy time. And what y'all about to do? So GameStop has been running. This I saw a lot of people sharing this too. And like, if you watch the movie, if you guys haven't watched Dumb Money, you should go watch the movie Dumb Money. You got to watch it for the cause, just for the fact that you're a crypto degen, stick it to the man, whatever you want to call it. You got to watch the movie. It's a good movie. Tells you about the whole saga of Keith Gill and Roaring Kitty and the whole GameStop squeeze or whatever. And when you get into the story, you realize all the stuff that the hedge funds were doing behind the scenes to try to manipulate the market of stuff. And so I believe this is the same thing this is. It says all of a sudden, I don't know. It probably has nothing to do with Keith Gill being back, but I don't know. It could be a complete coincidence that all of a sudden GameStop reports that they have a 29% decline in sales and $32 million loss in the first quarter. As other people have been saying, I feel like the hedge funds or the big dogs forced them to put out the statement so it would scare people away from the stock. And that's because they're stupid. Nobody cares. They're just trying to make sure y'all get wrecked. We don't even care. I don't think y'all understand. We do not care. We have no cares in the world that they have been losing money or we don't care, man. We just trying to wreck y'all, bro. We just having fun. That's all. I mean, so join the party. Join the party, my friend. So look, we got little gains here and there. We had some meme coins and some other stuff run lately. So go ahead and throw $10, $20 in GameStop. Don't even look at it. Just throw it in there. Just to have some fun. So this is kind of, listen, I don't know. So I could look stupid on this next one, right? But we have why I forget his name that fast. Kramer, Reverse Kramer. We got Reverse Kramer for the mainstream world, the guys for the old people that watch Kramer and believe everything he says. Usually when he says something, the opposite happens. Now, this is probably not what y'all want to hear, but I've been kind of saying it. Like, I feel like even though we got all this euphoric stuff going on with us right now and in the group and this, that, and the other, whatever, I'm still looking at the broad overview of the entire market, that I still feel like there's going to be some sideways action. I keep saying I feel like we're going to hit 72, we're going to bust through the shorts, go to 75, 70, whatever, and then they're going to drop it back down. It makes me kind of feel like that even more now that we got Reverse Capo over here saying I think June will be a really great month for altcoins. Man, every time Capo says something, there's always the reverse. So may not be what y'all want to hear, but Reverse Capo has spoken, and it makes me a little leery, but it makes me feel like what I said has been true. We're gonna get, people gonna get caught up in the euphoria. Bitcoin's been kind of running, but I feel like I said, I feel like in the middle of June it's gonna drop somewhere. But by the end of the month, going into July, Bitcoin could go on a run, and then we can get the altcoin run or whatever, blah, 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 blah. All that kind of good stuff. But I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't speak to the genie. I pray to God, but he don't be telling me nothing. I wish he would, because if he would, I'd be a billionaire. But I don't have a crystal ball, y'all. So we're just going to see what happens. But Reverse Capo has spoken is all I'm going to say. Hedge funds are net short $5.8 billion, $6 billion. This is about where they were last time. Isn't it not? Yeah, I got to watch the movie. I'm telling you, watch the movie, Dumb Money. It's a really good movie, good acting, good storyline, all that kind of good stuff. But they're short 5.8 billion. Excuse me. Excuse me, but this is Bitcoin. I'm sorry, but the hedge funds are net short 5.8 billion of Bitcoin, and so like I'm saying, I think if we hit that, listen, I think if we hit 72, we'll have a little short squeeze, just like GameStop going on. I got so many stories in my head right now, just like GameStop or whatever, but I still feel like it's gonna drop after that. That's just my take. Anyway, so I got ahead of myself. I was looking at little notes I did have over here, but anyway, I'm gonna just show y'all this one. I'm not the only one. Maybe y'all can't see it. Maybe you can. But y'all, I know, like I said, I know Phantom has the Sonic upgrade and everything coming on. But with Phantom, the good thing about it, like I keep saying, is it's kind of seen as blue chip. I made money on it last cycle or whatever. Right. But with the Sonic upgrade, one thing I didn't know is I thought they were just upgrading the tech on Phantom was going to make Phantom faster and it's going to be blazing fast and blah, blah. We're going to get back to Run Kitty in a minute too, but it was going to be blazing fast or whatever. But then they came out and said like it's going to be two separate things and then they're going to have the Phantom token and the Sonic token or whatever. But I told y'all I stopped messing with Phantom a long time ago because I don't like the way Harry did stuff. And if you look at this tweet that Harry just put out, he putting out some new project now. I don't want to get into it because I know he's a big dog up there, but he did some really, really, really stuff that I didn't like last cycle. And if you look at the Twitter, people see people saying like scammer, oh, you just shameless, are you doing it again? Or you just moved on? And so like I know I see a lot of people shilling Phantom in the Sonic upgrade and saying how it's supposed to be faster and blah blah blah. I just think there's other places to make money. I just don't like the culture over there. Whether he's there, and I just don't rock with him anymore. Do I don't need to really talk about this one. I'm gonna just briefly go over it. But it says the feds charge UK nationals with $3 million in the Evolved Apes Ethereum NFT scam. So just the same as utility projects. A lot of people getting tired of the VCs, like doing the pump and dumps, and what am I call it? The over dilution in the market caps of some of these tokens. So that, and along with a lot of the NFT scams last cycle, man, I'm not saying NFTs can't come back. They will come back in a different way. When you talk about gaming and other ways, and I keep saying I feel like our driver's licenses are going to be NFTs soon. But a lot of people getting tired of that stuff. So these people got sued, whatever, they had a little NFT scam going. They're talking about they was going to use it in a game or whatever, and then the game never got made or whatever. So you got to watch out for that kind of stuff. Stuff is going to be happening a lot. So that's why a lot of people are in in meme coins now, which we're about to get to in a minute. This is kind of out of order, but I'm going to just get it because we got about 4 more things and we're going to get out of here. But this is very true. This is what I was saying earlier. He said you can do everything right and still lose money. Trading is all probability. The sooner you accept this, the better. That's why I keep telling you guys to manage your expectations. You can't expect too much. Don't FOMO too hard and stuff. Even when it looks bullish, you still got to, monitor, the percentages you put in different stuff. Don't go ape all into it and then you get wrecked or whatever. I'm serious. You got to monitor this. But no matter how bullish you are, no matter how bullish I am, I only put a certain percentage of certain stuff, especially when it's a certain market cap. So don't go crazy talking about this is gonna make you a billionaire like Kanye and Jay-Z and whatever. Like, just you gotta chill. Just as they say, only put in what you're willing to lose. Don't be complaining about it later. So you gotta monitor those expectations or whatever. Not trying to be petty, but Cardano weekly transactions 50.7K, which is much lower than everybody else. The next, even Avalanche is a little low, but you got Avalanche at 153K, which is 3 times that. Bitcoin, which is slow and it can be a little expensive, 228K. So that's 12 times as many trends. And all these others are in the millions, man. Y'all listen, man, not financial advice, but man, there's so many better tokens to hold in Cardano. I'm trying to tell y'all, you got to realize that I'm not trying to be petty and I'm not trying to talk about anybody, but listen, like I said with XRP, a lot of people got in early last cycle. Maybe they got in the penny and they still hoping for it to go to whatever numbers or whatever. But you can hold better stuff. I feel like it, man. You can really hold better stuff. I didn't really look into this one. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I'm gonna just go over it. I haven't really looked into this, but it says Telegram launches in-app currency stars for digital purchases. So I guess they're trying to do it like Facebook or whatever, because it is a social media app, and a lot of people do use it. Then they got the Ton blockchain or whatever. So just something for you to look into. Maybe I'll just share this in. Like I said, I'm not looking to invest in Ton. The market cap is too high for me. But if you yourself want to look into this story, I will paste it in the chat for you guys to look at. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. So Yeah, so we almost done here. We're almost done here. Now, oh, that's why I talked about that one because okay, Telegram is launching in-app currency stars for digital purchases. Now, I will say I didn't get in this, and to be honest, I'm still not trying to get into it. I really don't care where it goes because I'm still leery of these celebrity tokens. But the only one that did it right, and I thought celebrities were going to do this a long time ago. I will say Iggy is kind of doing it right. She's still working with some scammers, but maybe they saw the bigger pictures because some of the scammers be dumb. But it says Iggy launched a shop for Mother Provides. That's still kind of creepy how they keep. I don't like the way they're running that, but it's working. Whatever. Launched a shop for Mother Provides is what they're calling it. Merchandise. They are only accepting Mother token for purchases, which is what the celebrity should have did before. I don't see why a lot of people didn't do this way, but they must say this though. I think if it was on a and we had more like a decentralized social media platform and they had like their own kind of celebrity token, maybe that would work better. I still think like a lot of people saying that the SEC still can come after them for this kind of thing, but we gonna see how this flows or whatever. But I would say this is a better way to do it. Some celebrities just get on there talking about the token, but they don't. It's kind of smart tactic. But we gonna see what happens. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. So now we get into the last two things. No, I do not hold it. I should have got some, but it is what it is. You can't catch them all. That's why I keep telling you, you can't FOMO. Feel like you're late. FOMO is also thinking you got to jump into every token. You don't have to jump in every token. But anyways, it's Solana meme coin GME exposed 150% ahead of Keith Gill's YouTube return. GM meme coin may see a significant correction, some similar to what is wrong with me? That was a lot of D's. I was thinking ahead. I'm stuttering like a buffoon. But anyway, GME meme coin may see a significant correction similar to the dramatic drop of Dogecoin experiencing the experience follow Elon Musk's appearance on SNL. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, for the people that's holding, I think it still can go up some more. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I bring that up to bring up the biggest story. I mean, we already kind of talked about it, but I got to show y'all real time. Y'all see how crazy this is? So one of the biggest events in American history to me, if I think in American history is about to happen today. In approximately 46 minutes and 35 seconds, Roaring Kitty is coming back and doing a live stream for the first time in 3 years, I think. 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. I know how to do math. So the first time in 3 years, Roaring Kitty is coming back. Do y'all see that? That's probably making y'all look at all those comments on that stream. And you know what's crazy? That's probably on slow mode too. This stream is lit. There are 85,000 people waiting. Don't y'all leave my stream yet. Y'all got 45 minutes. Y'all got 47 minutes. Y'all got 46 minutes. So, but there's 85,000 people waiting for the stream to start. There's 43,000 likes on the stream. So in line with I didn't even do this correctly, but I'm gonna get it up here. But in line with GME flying, look how long it takes. This is not smooth at all. This is not a smooth transition at all. Not at all. It's not a smooth transition at all. I just totally messed that up. But anyway, in line with that, we put out our own video this morning. I thought about this at the last minute. We got to get the views and the likes up on this video. It's crazy. How are there only 46 likes on this video? But anyway, we talked about our own token this morning. If you haven't watched the video yet, you should. But thank you for coming to the live. But come to check out the video after because we think we got one that could really run. It's a great narrative. I think this could go even past where GME is at. A lot of other tokens and stuff. So check out the video. Y'all probably been talking about it in the chat, but the ticker is dumb, and so check that out. I think this token can really rip. I think, like I said, I think it can go the whole cycle because it's what everybody is really going against when you talk about a lot of people not wanting to. Trust me, like I keep saying, we still got a lot of good utility plays. We're not fading all them. We're not dumping all our money in meme coins. You can't. I keep saying you got to monitor your emotions and your expectations and all that kind of stuff. But we do think this is one of the ones that could really do some numbers. And dumb money is what what they consider all of us, and that's why a lot of people are jumping into meme coins this cycle because they're like, we don't want to play y'all game anymore. So I don't see why dumb money wouldn't be one of the biggest narratives of this cycle. No matter what happens with the price action, I'm holding. I'm literally. I know a lot of people say that. I'm diamond hands for real. I'm diamond hands for real on this one, no matter what, because I know a lot of y'all. You see the price action a little negative or it drops or whatever. You're like, maybe it's never going to move. But I told you, I gave you guys an example one time on the channel of a meme coin that I put $60 in there. It was like $62. I put $62 in there, and I put something that you're okay with losing. I put $62 in there, and then it sat still for a long time. Then it dropped to probably $11. I'm not lying. Like it probably dropped to $11, right? From $63. Next time I'm going through I'm going through my wallets one day and I look, and that $62 that I put in there was 10,000. I think it was $10,143. So sometimes you got to have patience, but put in there what you're willing to lose, because that's what happens with y'all. Let me say this clearly on the channel. What y'all do sometimes is you see a new play, that you like, and you go take out of other stuff, money that you don't really have, and you don't even say, I made a 5x on this, so I could take 1/5 of it out, 20% or 10% of it, 10% of it out, and put it in this token. Y'all take the whole allocation and y'all dump it in this token, because you're like, this one has a bigger chance of running now, so I'm gonna take this whole allocation out of this token and maybe even two tokens, and then throw it in this one, hoping that it runs. We all believe it can run. We're all bullish on it, whatever, but you still gotta have discipline. I keep saying, like, can't blame me. My thing is, my job is to present the tokens to you and present the opportunities to you. It's up to you to buy and to have self-control and know how much to buy and what percentage to buy. But I do believe this token is going to do very well. And let me see where it's at right now. I think it's going to do very well. So right now, when a little client, surprisingly, it's still only at 800K. Like, that's crazy. It's only at 800K. I think this thing could definitely fly. So, and well, here's the thing. I'm telling you, these people going to be sad because there's a lot of stuff coming up. What you have is, I know a lot of people probably don't know this, but you have limit buying orders and stuff. So people are probably putting limit sales on this token. They're probably not even paying attention to all the stuff that's going on. And so they putting limit sales on it, and they probably sleep somewhere. They probably not even awake right now. And they're going to wake up and they're going to be sad. They're going to be very sad. Trust me. But I think the token is going to do very well. Watch the video on it. I'll tell you, about the token and all what's going on over there. And I mean, some more stuff that we didn't talk about on the channel. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on over there. It makes me bullish on it. It's a community takeover. I like the lady that's running it, Ray. Her and her husband and some of the other guys, they did a community takeover. They're really bullish on it. So there's no worries of a pump and dump, a dev with a billion tokens is going to dump on your head or whatever. We even talked about it with somebody this morning. It was like, it dumped when it launched or whatever. Community takeovers, actually those tokens have been performing the best this cycle. Out of like all the tokens, the community takeover ones are the ones that have really been running. Even one, I think we got into one yesterday that I talked about. Some of the other ones in that narrative, they kind of bled a little bit, but one of them we talked about just immediately just went there. So these community takeovers are bullish. There's no dev to dump on your head. They're not holding a bunch of tokens or whatever, but the community seems really bullish. And diamond hands, man, we're holding it. I think this is one of the best narratives, whether it's caught on yet or not. So very bullish on it. And like I said, we got a bunch of these other plays. So we got some of these plays. We got utility plays, a lot of some great meme coins and stuff. That I've been running meme coins all cycle. I told you guys I wasn't sharing them with my group at first because I don't want people to gamble away their money, and I still don't. I still want you to limit how much you're buying on these different things. But I'm winning on meme coins this whole cycle. Like I keep saying, I'm just now seeing people shield stuff like Turbo and Wojak, and they pumping my bags, but I've been sitting in those at 9 million and 6 million market cap respectively, and Jack is at 100. It was like 120 million, and Turbo's like up there. I took some profits around on the 500 million mark or whatever. But we're going to see what happens with that. So I'm usually getting these things early. I'm not going to shield y'all any meme coins that's over $100 million where you can't make money. But at the same time, when you're getting these ones low, you got to limit it because, they can drop 50% quickly because it's less money to move it. That's the reason you get into it. So if you get into something because you believe a little bit of money can move it, also realize a little bit of money can make it drop. So make sure you're bullish, make sure you find your own convictions and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to get in more of these plays, man, like I say, join the Patreon at patreon.com/cryptozo, because no, I don't. As I said in the video, I don't always put this stuff on the stream. Actually, I never really put my stuff on the stream. So if you want more of these plays, you got to get in the Patreon at patreon.com/cryptozo. And I'm gonna get to these comments, questions, and concerns. Am I talking too fast? I don't know. It's a little hot in here because I've been in here all morning working. But here we go. Ansem said, "What's up? What's up, Ansem?" Let's see what we got. Crypto said, "I heard if Roaring Kitty sells all of his GME, it would wreck the market. Is this true?" I'm pretty sure let me say it this way. If he does sell, he's going to have to be slow. He's like one of the big dogs now. Like he's up there with the grandpas and great grandparents and stuff. So I don't know if there's enough to even sell to right now we just focus on the short squeeze. So it's going to be kind of like one of those things where you hit holes or whatever. And, you could take out loans against your assets. And I mean, I don't want to get into all that stuff because I don't want to, sound like I'm giving financial advice. I don't want to get into that. But, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I don't think, I don't want to say there's no way, but nah, he can't like sell all that. Maybe that's what they're afraid of. I don't know because you got Nvidia probably was already preempted, but the CEO of Robinhood, I don't think. I think that was kind of last minute with them selling their stock. So it is of my belief that yeah, it could, but I don't think that's what he's going to do. Because I mean, I'm not saying you don't know this, but I don't know a lot of people. Like I explain this to a lot. Once again, I'm not saying you don't know this, but I explain to a lot of teens like that's where I'm from. They don't understand network. A lot of them think net worth, excuse me, is all cash. No, net worth means the combination of your assets or whatever. So he'll be have a net worth of being worth $1 billion, but I don't think he's going to sell all in the cash. I don't even think that's his goal. I mean, I don't know him. We'll see today. He's about to go live in what do we say? He's about to go live in about 40 minutes or whatever. So maybe we'll find out some information there. I feel like this is definitely going to be one of the most watched streams in YouTube history. Uh, but no, I don't think that's his goal. I mean, there's a lot you can do with just holding your assets or whatever. So yeah. Just got in. Dumb. Thanks for sharing. Ansem, do you? Yeah, I'm gonna be petty. Do you just drop out of the group? See, some of y'all be having patience. See, you got lucky. I put this on chat. I might be flooding you, but I swear, gotta give you missing a lot. Actually, yeah, you missed a lot already, probably. But I mean, it's up to you guys. I can't make anybody stay in the Patreon, but I'm sorry, I'm being petty. But sometimes y'all get impatient with the market. But we got a lot of stuff that's gonna fly. Don't think this is the only one. We got a lot of stuff that's gonna fly. A lot of bullish stuff in there. As he said, good morning, good Friday. Good morning. Weeks go by very fast. Yeah, they've been going by really fast. I mean, I swear, I just stepped off Sunday. Like it was just my birthday weekend, and here we are at Friday again. Blackmore fans said, "Thank God it's Friday." Good morning to you too. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, that's my Telegraph Coin Telegraph link. To be honest, I'm having trouble with the comments on and the streaming software and on here is not kind of lining up. So hopefully, I'm getting all your questions and comments. EA said, "I'm dumb, so I had to pick up dumb." Yo, EA stupid man. Listen, I think it's one of the best narratives of the cycle, man. I don't care what it's doing. I'm not even looking like somewhat looking, but in the short term, but for the long term, I'm really long term bullish on this. I don't care what happens because, like I said, I got in that one meme coin. To be honest, I think I got in it September of last year. I put $62 in there and just forgot about it. Going through my wallets, it was last month, right? It was either late April. No, it was in April. It was late April, mid to late April. I look back at my wallet, and that $62 was $10,100 and something dollars or whatever. So this is what I'm feeling like with this one. I'm holding it. I'm definitely holding. Blackmore fam said, "Can you explain what a community takeover is?" Yes, I can. A lot of people don't like to hear what it is, but it is what it is. Community takeover is when some dev made a token and he thought he would be slick and he would give himself a lot of tokens in the beginning and then he like dumps them all. If you go look at the chart, you see that little dump, but he was stupid because this is one of the greatest ideas. So anyway, he dumped all his tokens. Then what you do is you go check the contract, make sure he has no other access or whatever, all that kind of stuff. And it's completely locked and it's, all the holders are organic and all that kind of stuff. And then the community takes over the project or whatever. And then they start rallying together to pump the project up and all that kind of stuff and chill it and talk about it. And like I said, community takeover tokens have been the best performing tokens so far this cycle, whether y'all know it or not. A lot of these ones that y'all see even now, they were community takeovers or whatever. The ones that go across 100 billion, 300 billion. I mean, million, excuse me. That'd be crazy if they get 300 billion, but yeah, the ones you're seeing are usually their community takeover. So yeah, the dev left out. I know he's sad about it. I know he's pretty much sad. And they had a guy in there that checked his IP address and his wallets and everything. They did all the stuff in the beginning. So I've been watching it for a while. Like I said, I can't. When I first talked about it, it was probably where it is right now. I can't remember. And then we got some retraces on it. And I know we bought some around 200K and some around 160K. I picked up a bag around 80K too. It went down to 80K, y'all. So that was I'm saying it's so low. It's just like this is too easy, man. It was too easy. So I bought my last bags around 80K market cap. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to move and stuff. And like I said, I don't usually bring this stuff to the channel, so don't expect much that I'll be doing this. But I figure with the the event that's happening today, like this is gonna be huge, man. I feel like it's a great day to talk about it. So we're now 34 minutes in. So I'm gonna give y'all some time. I don't want to talk your ears off. So I'm gonna go and get me some lunch. You guys can get some lunch, take your water break. Maybe I should have mentioned this yesterday. I think I did, but hey, man, this was a good day to take off work. God bless you if you were, working from home like me and stuff. But the live stream. Oh, matter of fact, let me hook y'all up real quick. My bad. I don't want to be selfish. Let me give y'all the link real quick because some of y'all may not know who guy is. That's the link to the live stream. There are now 97,000 people waiting. It's definitely going to cross 100,000 in a couple of minutes. So it's going to be about 100,000, probably 200,000 people waiting for the stream to go live. It's going to be probably millions watching. So you got 33 minutes and 15 seconds right now. And I appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream. And I got to commend myself one more time because I really I was doing all the hustling and busting. I still got all these new story together. So round of applause for myself. I am very tired, but I got to get some lunch, get something to drink. And I'm going to catch you guys next time.